I read that was the best album of the decade, last decade. The shit was a movie. And then Yeezus, Life of Pablo was cool. And Ye was cool. I didn't listen to the Jesus Was King album though. So, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In his first 5 albums, let's just start with his first 5. You could say that Kanye gave you maybe 4 classics. 3. 3 could be. We could say 3 if that's what you want to say. If you want to say 2, that's cool too. I'm saying he got about 3, maybe 4. And most people who fuck with Kanye back then to tell you, he got maybe 3, maybe 4. Somewhere in there. 4 classics. At least 3 classics. Shit, how many Jay-Z have? Jay-Z got, I say Jay-Z got about 4 classic albums. 4. Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, Black Album. I think American Gangster is a classic album, me personally. Some people say Hard Knock Life is a classic. You feel me? So you can sprinkle in maybe he got 5. Hell, there's people who say Rock La Familia is a classic. Music is subjective. It's whatever you like. But if we talking just body of work, just the album, not just the albums, but the albums are the main ingredient. Because Drake has a bunch of singles and a bunch of songs he's written and a bunch of songs that he's been on and he made the goddamn song. And Ye too. Ye, of course, a producer. His music is forever etched in history. The homie said I'm an old head because I'd say Kanye over Drake. And I mean, it's a little biased. I was listening to Ye a little bit longer, but Ye to me is the guy, man. I gotta say Ye over Drake for now. And Drake is gonna continue to sell. You feel me? He's extremely marketable, but the quality gotta mean something. You feel me? Like even like Kanye and Drake are kind of in the same space to me right now. They're extremely marketable. They can say something, do something, put something out, and people are going to listen to it. They're going to flock to it. That boy put out a goddamn gospel album and went number 1. So people, they're going to flock to it just to see how it sounds. But that doesn't mean it's good because it's number 1 or because it sells a lot or it goes, the impact of the album is not there now like it used to be. You feel me? Like it used to be. They drop an album and you was in that bag for a long, long period of time. And now it's kind of like they drop an album and you probably listen to it for the weekend. And then you end up liking a couple of songs. And when they pop up on your shuffle, and that's it. Like you don't really go back and listen to the whole album. What's the last whole entire album I listened to that I just listen to on a regular basis? I listened to J-Rock's, his last one. I listened to Nipsey's, his last one pretty thoroughly. But there still was some skips, even with Schoolboy, who I fuck with more than anybody lately. It was a few. Chain's last one I've listened to multiple times. But I think the last classic album I've heard was probably Damn by Kendrick. I think. Off the top of my head, it's been a few good albums. A couple of great, but not like a classic. Like, oh shit, this is it. You know. But yeah. But the debate is cool, man. Debating with people is alright. You feel me? Like, it's okay to say what you feel. You feel me? But a lot of times online, people automatically get the name calling and tripping out, and that don't never end good. You feel me? But Yeah, though. So, Young Jeezy. I think this is a good one to talk about. I had a really spirited debate, kind of, sort of in a way. So Jeezy proposed to, is her name Jenny? I guess his Asian thing, and they engaged and all that good stuff. And they quarantining together, whatever the case may be. And he posted a video, and it ended up on the Shade Room, and I guess they was dancing, and he recording the video, and she in it, they smiling, and looks like a normal relationship, And then I go to the good old comment section, and they in there talking about Jeezy a sellout, and the relationship look forced, and he ain't even looking at her, and just all kind of conjecture and opinions, and all kind of, stuff. So, to me it looked like hate. I'm talking about, like, and I understand that the girl made a comment about fetish for black men, and somebody said that she said she wouldn't want to be caught out in public with one, or she, sex was kind of like she just fantasized over him pretty much, and she wouldn't take it serious or wouldn't want to be with one. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but it's kind of along them lines, because I ain't never heard what she said. I didn't, but my thing about it was, or what I said to somebody, and she could have said that, or, she did that, and that's, at a point in time, maybe that's how she felt, But is it something wrong with, or apparently she can't still feel exactly that same way if she's now in an open relationship with a black man. You feel me? That she's talking about marrying. Because we, as humans, may say something one day, 1 month, 1 year, and mean it all the way down to the bone. We mean that shit. And 3 days later, 6 months later, 4 years later, you may not mean that. You feel me? You may have said it then, and now, time is come and gone, and you don't feel like that no more. That's not your vibe. That's not your feelings no more. That's not what you was on. That's not what you feel me? That's not what you're into anymore. But in humanity and society, especially with celebrities, but in general though, if I say something and other people hear about it and they don't like it, they're going to hold that against me for the rest of my life. You feel me? It's even more so if you're a celebrity. But if they say something and then come back around and feel like they don't feel like that no more, it's cool though. You don't hold yourself to the same standards you hold everybody else to. And even at the end of the day, man, listen. And this is a really big thing on social media with black women dating white men and black men dating other races. And it's definitely what's the word I'm looking for? It's definitely, boy, I hate when that happens. Anyway, it's cool for one, but it's not cool for the other. It's cool when Serena Williams is with her, or with I believe her husband is white, or dude is white, or whatever the hell. That's cool. Or when Rihanna was dating the billionaire boyfriend That was cool. It was fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But when if Jeezy is with, his Asian sensation, or Ghost, whose real wife is white, whatever the case may be, there's something wrong with that. It's not cool for the black man to date outside the race. Me personally, this is how I was raised, so this is how I'm going with it. Whoever makes you happy, no matter what color they are, no matter how they, race or whatever the hell, if they make you happy, be with them. You feel me? People act like just because she's a black woman, she's automatically gonna make you happy. Or because he's a black man, he's automatically gonna make you. That's not the case, man. I'm gonna personally, me myself, at the end of the day, I thoroughly 100% believe I'm gonna marry a black woman, right? But that doesn't mean if that don't work out, or if it don't come down to that I can't find love and happiness with another race, whether she Indian or Asian or white, whatever. Why does it have to be a black woman? If you prefer that, cool. But you can't push your preference on other people. And this is the main thing right here. I always see black women say they don't mind you dating outside your race, just don't bash the black women after you do it, which is perfectly fine. I mean, that is exactly how it's supposed to be. If you gonna date outside your race, don't knock the race don't knock your race. But this man, Young Jeezy, I got with that girl, I ain't said nothing bad about black women, I ain't said nothing wrong with him, or none of this shit, none of that. He just been fucking with his bride and doing his music and all of that. And yet and still, black women was in the comments upset, pissed, mad. He's a sellout. They just was really in their bag about him being with that girl. And, it's sad, man. Like, we as a people, black people, cannot act certain ways. You feel me? Every now and then, man, and this is just my personal opinion, y'all ain't gotta agree with me, but every now and then, black people act like the races that they don't like. What I'm saying is, a certain race may do a certain thing to black people, and black people don't like it. But when it's time to talk about our own, black people will act like that other race treated them. Like, they'll do it. They'll have an issue. A white man can have an issue with a black person about something, and a black person will hate it. But a black person will have an issue with a black person about something and treat them the same way the white person treat them. Like, it's crazy. We as a people got to be better, man. We do. And I'm not here to tear people down or talk crazy about my kind, all my people and all that. But it's got to be, you got to do something different, man. We can't, that whole crab in the barrel thing, we just can't do that to ourselves. But yeah, though, man, just be with whoever the hell make you happy, man, at the end of the day. That's it. That's all. You can, and not try to, because, man, it's tough. Loving, just getting along with somebody is tough. And you feel like a black man is just supposed to force himself to be with a black woman, because that's what he's supposed to do. But when a black woman dates outside of her race or marries outside of her race, it's cool. You feel me? And even black men do that too, though. It was men in that comment section tripping. Men be in them comment sections tripping. You feel me?